Hey guys, this is Marie and I'm back with another video, and this video is going to be unboxing Imagitarium Pro Deluxe Freshwater Aquarium. So let's get started. So in this video, I will be showing you and talking to you a little bit about everything that is inside of this aquarium box. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, as you guys can see at the top of this video is going to be all about an unboxing of a new aquarium. So here we go. Now, as you guys can see here is my new aquarium for my new betta fish. I am so excited to get this thing open and get it set up and show you guys everything that comes inside of this box. Now, this is my first time ever getting one of these tanks at a local pet store, and so I went to Petco the same day and went to go get the betta fish that I was hoping that was still there, and he was. So after I picked him up, I decided to walk around and check out the tanks. I wanted to see if there's anything that was very interesting and I might want to pick up. So I came across of this tank and I saw the price. It was $74.99. Now, I went on to Petco's website, and if you look up any kind of item on their website, and if it's usually cheaper on the website than it is in the store, and if it is, you can actually show it to them at the checkout area and they will price match it online if it's cheaper and give you that price. So I got very lucky, and the price online was $60.99. So I thought that was kind of a good deal. It was better than $74. So I figured I would go ahead and grab this tank. Now, you guys probably know that I usually get 5-gallon tanks at Walmart, the kits there, but I wanted to do something a little bit more different and try something else from a different store. So I decided to go with this one right here. So I'm super excited to get this guy open and see what's inside of it. And let's go ahead and show you everything that they have on the box. So this is what the box looks like in the front of it. It just has the picture of the tank and everything that you can probably put inside of the tank. And then it just shows on the top right of the name of the aquarium box, and it's Imagitarium. And then on the bottom it says the Pro, and it's the Deluxe Freshwater Aquarium. Now, this tank is actually 3.7 gallons, so it's a little bit more of the one that I do have. My other tank, that's the squarish looking one like this one, is actually only 3 gallons, and that is my glowfish betta tank that I have one of my betta fish in. So this one actually has a little bit more. I wanted to go with a 5-gallon tank, but I didn't see any ones that I really liked, so I went on ahead and just picked this one up and see how well and how much more room it is once I get it out of the box. So here's what it looks like in the front. Pretty simple. And then it also says on the bottom, includes D&E filter cartridges. So here's what it looks like in the front of it. So now we're going to go and look on the top of it. So here's the top. So pretty much the same thing. And then we're going to go ahead and turn it this direction. And it just pretty much shows everything on the same side that it did on the front. And then on the back of it, it actually kind of gives you an idea of everything that you're going to be getting inside of the aquarium box. So I'm super excited of it. So here's a little picture of the tank, and then we have the LD light, and then we have the LD power button. Here's the glass lid, the filter sponge, the filter cartridges, and then this is the pump. Oh, that's pretty cool. And then we have the power supply right here. So that is everything that comes with this tank. And then it shows it right here, and it just labels everything right here. And it also shows you the pictures so you can get an idea of what everything is in there. And then it also gives you some instructions on the back of the box. So that's pretty cool. So I wonder if they have any inside of the box like most tanks do. So here's what it looks like on the back of it. And then on the side of it, it just gives you kind of more information about the tank and everything. I'm not going to go into detail, but if you guys wanted to pause a second and kind of read it, you can. I'll just freeze for 1 second for you guys. So here it is, and then back to the front of the box. So let's go ahead and start opening this thing because I am so excited. I cannot wait to see this guy. So I'm actually going to turn it around so I can open it. So if just give me a little bit, because I am using one hand opening this box. So here we go. Alright, so when you opened it, here's what it looks like kind of inside of the box. So that's pretty cool. Really nice. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pause for a second, and I'm actually going to try to take this out with two hands because this is glass and I do not want to drop it and break it. So I will be right back. Alright, I am back and I took it out of the box, and here's what it kind of looks like when it comes out of the box. So I'm going to go ahead and take these sides off. Just like this. We'll throw them on the bottom. So here is what it looks like on each side and up in the front. So let's see what we got. We have one box, two box, and three box. This is a little tight. Alright, so we're going to move this down here, and I'm going to move this stuff over here, and then we got a few other things right here, and then it looks like they do give you a small little paper that shows like how to set it up and everything, so that's pretty nice. So we'll put that there. So when everything is actually outside of the tank, excuse me that you can actually see me through the tank, but this is what it looks like when everything is actually out of it. So, and then here is the back of it. Looks pretty decent. So it kind of looks a little like the one that I have, my 3-gallon one, and this one's supposed to be 3.7 gallons, and it pretty much looks the same size as the one that I got over there. So I'm guessing the reason why they're saying 3.7 is this part's probably 3 gallons and this is probably the 0.7. So it's kind of strange how they kind of made it a little bit, what's the word? I don't know what the word is, but you guys are probably understanding what I'm trying to say. You know, kind of thinking that I'm going to be getting 3.7 gallons of aquarium, but I'm really actually only getting 3 gallons of it. So basically this is the 3 gallons and then this is the 0.7. That's what I'm guessing. So that point is just a little disappointing to me. You have to let me know in the comments what you think, but no, I'm thinking this is going to be a little bit more bigger than the one I have. I mean, it does look longer because of the filter area and stuff, but it kind of makes me a little upsetting that it's pretty much almost the same size as the one I got now, but just a slightly smaller. But anyway, but this is what it looks like. So looks like they got, this must be the cartridge right there, and then they got the little spongy thing in there. Alright, so here's what it looks like. As you guys can see, let's go ahead and just start getting everything out of the box. So here's the first box. Let's take this out and see what we got. Okay, so here's what it looks like. Okay, so here is the plug-in, and then here is the LED light. So that's what that is. Alright, so we got that. Alright, let's move on to this little box. See what this one is. Oh. Oh, sorry, I'm going to tear it open because I didn't know this one's going to have tape on it. Alright, so it looks like it's another plug. Okay, so, oh, here's the filter little thing. Okay, that's what that is. This is almost the same size as the one that I have in my 3-gallon, so that's good. And then it comes with the little plug part. And then here's the other stuff. This is like the little tube that you'll connect, and then the other things right there. And then this is the glass lid. So let's check this out. So this is nice. Take that off. see if I can take this off. Alright, let's see if I can put this on without breaking it. Alright, let's see how well this works. Okay, well that's kind of strange. But we're not going to put that on there. But see, when you put it on there, it kind of falls down. So I'm kind of confused. I'm going to have to look at the directions. But this is what the glass lid looks like. Simple. So here is pretty much everything that it comes with. So I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to look at the box to see how the lid is going to stay on there. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, I am back. I kind of looked back at the box to see if it shows like how the lid goes on. I still can't figure it out. I looked at this little paper right here that it gave me, and it doesn't really show like how the lid goes on, so I'm very confused. I think inside this little package thing, these little things go on there, but I don't know how it will stay on there. So I'm probably going to have to look up another video on someone else's channel and see how their review is and how they put the lid on there. So when I figure that out, in the next update video of this tank, I will definitely show you guys exactly how I got the lid on. But that is pretty much unboxing this tank. For me to rate it 1 through 5, I would give it probably a 4. And the reason why I'm going to give it a 4 is because I like the tank, I like everything, but I think that when I'm thinking of 3.7 gallons, I thought it was going to be a little bit more bigger. Now the tank, don't get me wrong, is bigger, but I thought this part was going to be bigger. It seems like they made this the 3 gallons part and this part the 0.7. So basically this is the whole 3.7 gallons. So it seems like in the box you're thinking, okay, well this is 3.7 gallons, this is going to be a good size for my betta fish. But when you get it out of the box, you're thinking, okay, well, it doesn't look as big as I thought it was going to be, and as much as I thought it was going to be room. So that's the only thing I do not like about this tank so far. But I will definitely do a review on it, everything, once I get it set up and let it run for a couple of days or maybe for a week. I will do a review on it and let you guys know exactly what I think of it, and to see if I actually do like it, and if was it worth the money that I spent for it, even though I got it for a little bit of lower price when I did the price mate. So other than that, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below, and definitely don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!